So till now we studied the concentration cell without transference, and now we will study the concentration cell with transference. So there is the word with and without. Earlier we studied without, and now we will study with. So with transference means this word simply means that both the electrolytes are in direct contact. So you can see from this construction of this electrochemical concentration cell with transference as two electrolytes are in direct contact with each other separated by this junction, liquid junction. This is called liquid junction. At one side the concentration of the electrolyte is A1, and other side the concentration of the electrolyte is A2, that is activity on this side, concentration expressed as activity. So A1 is on one side and A2 on the other side. So in this type of cell, identical electrodes are immersed in two solution of the same electrolyte. So these are the two identical electrodes, hydrogen electrode immersed in the same electrolyte. That is, chemically the electrolyte is same, but its concentration is different on the on two sides. The two electrolyte solutions are in direct contact through a permeable membrane. This is a permeable membrane, so that there is a direct transference of electrolyte through this liquid junction. So permeable membrane allows the selective transfer of materials from higher concentration to lower concentration, or from one side to another side. So this permeable membrane at one time separates two electrolytes, but also maintains a contact between two electrolytes, as it allows the selective passage of materials through it. So the two HCl solution are in direct contact with each other, so there is a direct transference of electrolyte through the liquid junction. So this cell is expressed as PT, that is platinum, HCl, PT, H2 at 1 atmospheric pressure. Concentration of gas is expressed as pressure. Further, electrolyte present is HCl, and its concentration is expressed as A1 as activity. Further, there is no salt bridge, and HCl having concentration on other side A2, that is A2. Further, H2 gas at 1 atmosphere, and platinum. So you can see from this that concentration of the electrode is on both the side is same, that is 1 atmosphere, but concentration of the electrolyte varies on both sides, that is A1 and A2. So this is basically a electrolyte concentration cell with transference. So first of all we will write as usual oxidation reaction and then reduction reaction. So oxidation reaction will be written as half H2 at 1 atmosphere will give H positive A1 plus electron, and reduction reaction will be written as H positive on with A2 activity will gain electron and will get reduced to half H2 at 1 atmosphere. So concentration of the electrode is same, you can see from any of the equations. So this is the reduction reaction and this is the oxidation reaction. Now we will write the combined reaction, that is overall redox reaction. So overall redox reaction will be H positive with activity A2 will gain an electron and will get converted into H positive cation. So this will gain an electron and will get reduced into half H2. So this is the overall reaction. So in case of this this is basically electrolyte concentration cell with transference. So there is a difference in the concentration of electrolyte, so we will not write half H2 H2 here, we will write H positive with activity A1. So where does difference lies? Difference lies between the activity of two electrolytes. In one on one side activity of electrolyte is A2 and on other side it's A1. So H2 gas is on one side H2 gas is get oxidizing into H positive with activity A1, and on other side H positive is getting reduced with the activity A2. The EMF of the cell results from the processes occurring at the electrode as well as the liquid junction. So this is the liquid junction from where two ions passes from one concentration to the another concentration. So this is also called liquid junction, and it is clear from above equation, that is from this equation, that for 1 Faraday of electricity passing through the cell, 1 gram equivalent of H positive ions are discharged at the left electrode and 1 gram equivalent of H positive ions are discharged at the right electrode. At the liquid junction, this is the liquid junction, the two solutions are in direct contact with each other. The ions move freely from one solution to other when the current is passed. In the present cell, H positive ion are generated at the left electrode, that is on this side, and transferred to the freely from one solution to and transferred to the right electrode through this liquid junction. And similarly, chloride ions move from right electrode to the left electrode across the liquid junction. The T negative be the transport number of chloride ion. So transport number, what is transport number? Transport number is the amount of current carried by a ion. So here transport number, T negative transport number is for the anion, and T positive is the transport number for the cation, and sum of the transport number is always equal to 1. T positive, T minus is always equal to 1. So transport number of T positive will be 1 minus T negative. So this is the transport number of the transport number for the chloride ion. And let T negative be the transport number of chloride ion and T positive be the transport number of H positive ion. So it may be written as T positive, and T positive is equal to 1 minus T negative. Then for 1 Faraday of electricity passed, T negative gram equivalents of chloride ions are transferred from the right electrode to the left electrode. So if you will pass 1 Faraday of electricity, T gram equivalent of chloride ions are transferred from the right electrode to the left electrode. So when you will pass 1 Faraday electricity through this concentration cell, the 1 gram equivalent T negative gram equivalent of chloride ions are transferred from right electrode to the left electrode, that is T negative for chloride with activity A2. This is the activity A2. For the, they will pass to the left hand side of the electrode. Chloride negative transport number further A1. So similarly, for 1 Faraday of electricity passed, 1 minus T negative gram equivalent of H positive ions are transferred from left electrode to the right electrode, that is 1 minus T negative H positive to A1 to 1 minus T negative H positive A2. So net transfer of matter is calculated by adding equation 1, 2 and 3. So this is the first equation, this is the second equation, and this is the third equation. So net transfer of matter is calculated by the above three equations. So we can write here as H positive A2 plus T negative chloride negative, that is A2 plus 1 minus T negative H positive A1 further H positive A1 plus T negative chloride ion A1 plus 1 minus T negative H positive 1 minus T negative H positive at A2. So this is the net amount of transfer of matter. Further, after simplifying the above equation, we will get T negative H positive A2 plus T negative chloride A2, it will give H positive A1 plus T negative chloride A1. This is the net transfer. T negative HCl A2 and T negative HCl A1. Further, thus for every 1 Faraday of electricity, there is a net transfer of T negative gram equivalent of HCl of activity A2 to the HCl solution of activity A1. So it means there is net transfer of T negative gram equivalent of HCl of activity A2 to the HCl solution of HCl A1. So activity, the EMF of the cell may be written as in the form of Nernst equation. EMF is equal to T negative RT over F ln A plus minus square 2 divided by A plus minus 1 raised to power 2. So where what does different things mean? A positive negative square means A positive dot A negative and A positive negative 1 and A positive negative 2 are the mean ionic activities of HCl solution in the two half cells. So these are the mean ionic activities, and mean ionic activity of univalent electrolyte is given by A is equal to A positive minus raised to power 2. So this is the univalent electrolyte. Univalent electrolytes are those electrolyte upon which dissociation gives unipositive ions. So this is the univalent electrolyte. If we will see calcium carbonate is the bivalent electrolyte because it gives the bipositive ions. So above equation can be rewritten as this equation: EMF E is equal to T negative RT oblique F ln A2 oblique A1. For the EMF to be positive, A2 will be larger than A1. Putting A1 is equal to M1 I1 both square and A2 is equal to M2 square 2 square. We will get E is equal to T negative RT oblique F ln M2 square M1 square I1 square. So this is the expression for the EMF. So EMF to be positive, this can be written. Further simplifying it, E will become equal to 2 T negative square term. Further RT oblique F, this square 2 has been come as the coefficient in a logarithmic form, and ln M2 I2 M1 I1. So this is the expression for the EMF of the cell if molality, activity coefficient and transport number of the ions of electrolytes are known. Further, next is the liquid junction potential. So what is liquid junction potential and how does it is calculated? Liquid junction potential. So it has been found that in electrochemical cells with transference like this cell, there is the experimental value of EMF does not agree with the theoretically expected value, as we derive what that EMF value does not in consonance with the experimental value. So this is due to In a cell with transference where two solutions of an electrolyte of different concentration are in contact with one another like this, the more concentrated solution tends to diffuse into the dilute solution. So obviously you know the diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is just the movement of one substance from its higher concentration to the lower concentration. Similar thing happen here. The electrolyte is separated by this membrane and in direct contact with each other. So the solution the electrolyte having higher concentration on one side will try to move to the other side where concentration of that electrolyte will be low. So the more concentrated solution tends to diffuse into dilute solution. In other words, there is diffusion of ions across the boundary between the two solutions. So of an electrolyte of different concentration. If the speed of the movement of cations and anions through the liquid boundary is equal, no separation of charge occurs, but generally the ions move across the liquid boundary with different speeds. So as a result, an electrical double layer is produced at the junction of two layers. So this is the electrochemical layer. Here electrochemical layer is produced at the junction of two electrolytes. So this separation of charge produces a potential difference at the boundary known as the liquid junction. So this is the junction between two electrolytes, and here due to movement and electrical double layer is produced. Double layer means that this ion is diffusing toward this side. So here immediate near to the boundary, negative charge will increase and proton is moving toward this side. So their concentration of proton or positive charge will increase here. So this will result in the electrical double layer. So it can thus be defined as the potential set up at the junction of two solutions due to the difference in the speed of the ions moving across the boundary. So this happens due to the difference in the speed of the ions moving across the boundary. So when the cell acquires liquid junction potential, the EMF of the cell is not equal to the E1 plus E2, but it will be equal to E0 of the cell will be equal to E1 plus E2 plus EJ. So we have to consider EMF of the liquid junction potential also. So how it is calculated? So it is calculated as, consider the following cell with the transference, that is H2 at 1 atmosphere, activity of HCl is A1, further activity of electrolyte is A2 on other side with the H2 at 1 atmospheric pressure. Further the sum of the electrode reaction for the cell is, as we did earlier, it is activity of proton on one side to the activity of proton on other side, that is H positive A2, H positive A1. The sum of the two electrode potential E1 plus E2 is given by the Nernst equation as E1 plus E2 is equal to RT oblique F ln AH positive divided by H positive 2. So further simplifying it, we will get RT oblique F ln. This result is obtained by the Nernst equation. First of all, you will write the Nernst equation for the E1 and then you will write for the E2, and after adding those two E1 and E2 you will get such a expression, and further simplifying it we will get activity of proton 2 and activity of proton, that is 1. So the 2 and 1 is just the difference in the concentration. Further E1 plus E2 is equal to RT oblique F ln mean ionic activity, that is MH positive and Xi H positive to mean ionic activity on the first concentration, that is 1. So also the EMF of such a cell is given by the expression, that is E is equal to 2T negative RT oblique F ln M2 xi2 divided by M1 xi1. Further, the equation 1 can be written as Ej is equal to E minus E1 plus E2. Substituting the value of E from above equation that is from this equation, we can write here as Ej is equal to 2T negative, that is transport number of anion, into RT oblique F ln M2 xi2 divided by M1 xi1 minus RT over F ln of M H positive xi H positive 2 over 1. Further, but MH positive, mean ionic activity of proton at concentration 1 is equal to M1, and similarly MH positive 2 is equal to M2. So further, if the activity of an ion is taken to be equal to the mean activity coefficient of the electrolyte, the xi or you can say gamma H positive 2 is equal to gamma 2 and gamma H positive 1 is equal to gamma 1. So our equation can be rewritten as Ej is equal to 2T negative R T oblique F. This is the next equation, ln M2 gamma 2 over M1 gamma 1 minus RT oblique F ln M2 gamma 2 divided by M1 gamma 1. Further, it is equal to 2T negative minus 1 RT over F. 2T minus 1, this has been come common from this above equation, and the RT oblique F ln M2 gamma 2 M1 gamma 1. So